grab the bull by the horns, and the title of I think chapter 5 or 6 is The Blessings of Burden. The Blessing of Burdens?
Yes.
Plural. So, spell that out. What are the blessings?
Yeah, because at this point in the book, I do hope I've convinced you, at minimum, that you can't get out of this. You know, everyone will be dependent, everyone will burden people at some point. The sense of, oh, I don't want to be a burden now. Too bad. Like, you have been a burden in varying proportions for much of your life. Sometimes you've withheld the fact of it from people, but it's still been true. And each of us, and this is very important, starts our life utterly dependent on one woman in a way that is both joyful and difficult for her. So none of us make it through life without burdening someone else. So you get to chapter 8, and I hope you agree with me, it's a brute fact that this is how we relate to each other. But you might come into it saying like, but one day when we upload all our minds into the computer, we'll leave this behind. Like, we won't gestate any more children, we will just recombine and spawn new ones, and it will be better, and I'll escape this trap that Leah has described. And chapter 8 is really my pitch of, I don't want you to want out of this. That it is our ties to each other, the intimacy of our need, that gives rise to our love. That when we relate in relationships of perfect equality, that is the relationship we associate with commerce and with strangers. The idea of we are quits, which you can say, like, as you hand over money, as you return something, we can now walk away from each other because there's no debt between us anymore, is the aspirational relationship of people who are strangers or wish to remain strangers. There's a great story from David Graeber's Debt about a woman who's staying with the TIFF people who do a lot of giving people things, taking care of each other, and she learns it's very offensive to pay back exactly what you are given. If someone gives you a chicken, you had better not bring them a chicken next week. Because what it means to do that, to return equally what was given to you, is to say, we're done. We're done here. You should bring back something that's like approximately the right amount, maybe a little more, a little less, and most importantly, incommensurate. You can bring people manioc in exchange for having received a chicken last week, but to bring even like 2 chicks, like, this is already too much. You're working in the same currency. Because what it means to kind of never fully pay someone back is, I expect to continue living in relationship with you. I expect that one of us owes the other person something, and honestly, neither of us quite remembers who's ahead in this relationship at this point. But one of us owes the other one a favor, so let's keep rolling. And I think that relationship, implies there will always be relationships of need, and we will sometimes be the debtor in bigger ways, sometimes be the giver, and both of those are honorable places to be. And I think very importantly, that sense of incommensurability, we also will not pay back everyone who has helped us fully or in the manner given to us. None of us will gestate our mothers. Even the idea that people care for their parents as they age, is not, well, and now as you spent 9 months in hospice and I spent 9 months in your womb, we are quits as of now, right? The duties are different, the care is different, the time is different. What matters is the willingness to give.